Hi guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Kumusta naman ang mga trades nyo from Monday? I'll show you my trades from yesterday. Actually, yung BTC natin, naka-float pa rin yan. Pero ngayon may $152 na tayo. So, haya ako na lang yung BTC dyan. Hindi ko pa kinu-close yan. But, meron tayo nag-close kahapon ng mga trade from gold. Ayan, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. Ayan. With 0.7 lots. And ang total na kinita natin from gold was $272. Ayan, di ba? So, itong negative na to came from, positive stop loss sana yan kasi nag-break even ako kasi yung spread, yung kinain ng spread kaya siya nagkaroon ng negative. However, I'm still happy with $272. $272, roughly around 15,000 pesos. Hindi mo makakuha yan from any employment for just like less than a day. Kasi nag-trade lang ako during London session, hindi na ako nag-trade nung New York session. Kasi nabisi na ako kagabi, dumating yung asawa ko. But still, I'm happy. And then yung swing setup naman natin from gold na trade natin last week, this one naman, nasa almost more than 800 pips na running. And we're really eyeing na iakyat niya pa hanggang dito. Pero potentially, baka hanggang dito na lang yan. Hindi niya naabutin yun, if ever lang. Tapos babagsak na siya ulit. Pero kung makikita nyo, gold has been bullish. Like for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4 days na siyang bullish. From the time na bumagsak siya. Market move. Kung bakit umakit pa ng umakit yung gold. So, the market was focused last week about sa mga trabaho. Kasi, syempre, malaki din ang impact ng mga trabaho ng mga tao sa US. Kasi pag mas marami na generate ng mga bagong trabaho, ibig sabihin, nagbuboost yung economy. So, this week, it will be shifting to the inflation and Fed sentiments. Kasi after soft NFP, na bumagsak siya from 206 to 175. Right now, the market is leaning more into dovish sentiments. Ano ba yung dovish? Dovish is more like accommodative. This means the Fed wants to support the economy by cutting a rate. However, yung currency ng US dollar, syempre mag-weaken siya. Kasi kapag nagbaba ng rate si Fed, hindi na ganun ka-enticing sa mga investors na mag-invest sa US dollar. Kasi mababa yung value niya di ba? Mababa yung interest rate. However, this will also boost the economy because yung mga kumpanya, enticing naman for them na mag-loan. So kapag nag-loan sila, magkakaroon ng mga business expansion, magkakaroon ng mga economic activities. So kapag mas marami na yung circulation ng pera sa ekonomiya, then definitely, this will help na mag-boost yung economy. Kaya grabe din yung pressure sa Fed na mag-cut na ng rate. But I think, sabi nila, hindi pa daw this September mangyari, sa November pa daw. So, if ever mangyari yon, we can focus sa mga assets like mga stocks kasi syempre sila yung mas magbuboost yung mga kumpanya nila It will fuel growth sa mga companies na yon. So, sa mga nag-trade ng US 30, S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, ayan. So, yun yung dovish. So, kung naririnig ko rin yung hawkish, yun naman mas aggressive. Ang goal naman doon ng Fed is magtaas ng rate. Siyempre, pag nataas ng rate, yung Fed, mas enticing yun sa mga investors na mag-invest sa USD. So, yung demand for US dollar, tataas siya, akit siya. Ang goal naman ng Fed dito kapag hawkish is labanan ng inflation. Yan. Pero syempre, if you're trading stocks naman, then definitely babagsak yan. Kasi syempre, medyo mas mahal na expensive na for them mag-borrow or mag-loan. Enticing nga siya for investors. So I think yun yung mga major market mover na nangyayari ngayon. So if we will be checking DXY, which is ito, ang galaw ng US dollar. So, ito yung sa US dollar. Ayan. Mapapansin nyo, it has been downward for how many months, di ba? And ang DXY po, ayan, DXY is inversely correlated yan ng gold. So, pwede nyo maging basis din itong DXY when you trade gold kasi nga inversely correlated sila. Kung ano ang galaw ng DXY, kabaligtaran ng galaw ng gold. Ganon. So, i-observe nyo na lang siya. Not all the time kasi there are times na iba talaga yung galaw ng gold kasi iba yung toyo niya. This Asian session, wala pa ako nakikita opportunity. But later, siguro pag-break natin after natin mag-G. Ayan, G naman tayo guys. Sama ko ulit kayo. Pangalang ko na kayo nakakasama. Ready na tayo sa gym. And for my outfit today, napapakaganda ng araw today. Share ko lang din sa inyo quickly yung Bible verse na binasa ko by the time na nagising ako, guys. Kasi pinapractice ko na iwasan na mag-phone by the time na pagising ko, iniiwasan ko talaga yung phone ko. So, ang ginagawa ko, instead of like reading comments, mga messages sa phone ko, ang ginagawa ko is, ibabasa ko ng Bible. So, ang message sa akin ni Lord today is from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11. Sabi ni Lord dito, "For I know the plans for you. I plan to prosper you and not to harm you. I plan to give you hope and future." Diba sobrang ganda? Sometimes kasi guys, we tend to feel na bakit ang pangat ng mga nangyayari sa buhay natin? Ito ba yung ginawa ni Lord for us? It's like iisipin mo, na yung problema, dami struggles, dami challenges. Kung love ka talaga ni Lord, bakit niya ginagawa sa'yo yun? So ito yung perfect na verse for you. Na whenever you feel like na parang wala siya sa tabi mo. But guys, in reality, every time that you are struggling, every time that you are feeling down, all the more that you would feel God's presence. Ako guys, sobrang dami kong failure sa life. Dami kong mga pinagdaanan. Daming hindi magaganda nangyari sa buhay ko. Na ako tutuusin, pwede ko namang question Lord na bakit. And then I remember, flashback sa akin, during na time nagtatrabaho pa ako sa bangko. Nasa sales ako nung nasa bangko ako. I was a sales associate. I was earning 12,000 pesos per month. Wala pa yung mga taxes and mga government contribution nun. So siguro nagdanet lang ako mga 9,000 pesos. Pero ang trabaho ko nun, sales. Like, mapping. Kung may idea kayo sa pagmamapping door to door, like kumakatok kayo, pinto per pinto, building per building. Kasi lalakarin nyo, susuyurin nyo. Kasi wala pang pandemic nung time na yon. Nakaka-frustrate eh. Nakaka-frustrate na you're being rejected like for a day. Imaginein mo ilang rejections yung marireceive mo. Mas wala man lang mag-open ng account sa'yo. Account opening during that time was only 500 pesos. Tsatsagain ko pa yung lalakarin ko pa sa kabilang building yon para lang mapa-open kita ng 500 pesos na worth na savings. Day 1 ko, walang nag-open. Day 2, walang nag-open. Day 3, walang nag-open. Pero kinakausap ko sa isang araw, 10 hanggang 20 na katao. Imagine nyo being rejected 10 times, 20 times in a day. Ang sakit nun Pero one thing I've learned, ito, napanood ko from Bo Sanchez na you're not being rejected. The only people who can reject you are your family. But if it's just stranger, people you do not know, they're just merely refusing you. Refusal and rejection are totally different. Ay, kay Bo Sanchez ba? I think kay Francis Kong pala. Pero kasi mag-iiba yung perspective mo about rejection. If yung mind mo, in-convince mo siya na, ay hindi, I'm just being refused. Siguro kailangan may gawin lang ako na better tomorrow. Baka wala siya lang susumod today, kaya ako na-refuse today. But it's not rejection. And then after a month of being rejected every single day, or being refused every single day, there was one client na nag-open sa akin. Nasa isang building lang yon na kinatok ko. Tapos, guys, nag-open ng account. Alam niyo kung magkano? 100 million. 100 million. So parang, yung target ko for 1 year, tapos na! Diba? So imagine niyo yun. I was rejected 100 times. Pero isang client ko pa lang. Tapos na agad yung target ko. So imagine niyo, siguro kung nag-stop ako during the time na refuse ako after 20 times, after 30 times. Siguro kung huminto ako noon, hindi ko nahanap tong client na to na magbibigay sa akin ng 100 million deposit. Same with other things in my life. Every time na I feel refused, being criticized, pulled down, iniisip ko, isa lang to sa mga client sa isang building na nirefuse ako. Pero one day, I will be able to find that one client, one business. Alam kong babago ng buhay ko. Kasi alam mo, natutunan ko from those refusals, persistency. And I believe yun yung pinaka-regalo sa akin ni Lord dito. Kaya lahat ng mga nangyari sa atin, God planned it. It's part of His divine plan. Because His plans is to prosper you and not to harm you. To give you hope and future. Diba? Sobrang ganda nun. Anyway, tapos na tayo mag-gym. Tapos na din tayo mag-meditation. And ayan, tapos na ang araw natin for this morning. Anyway, today, Tuesday, we have free webinar for all of you guys. You can join ating free webinar wherein you will be able to learn how to enter financial markets, more specifically in CFD trading. So kung gusto niyo magkaroon ng extra source of income, matutong magbasa ng chart, matutong magbasa ng mga economic calendar, then maybe it's time for you to join this. Don't worry, libre lang naman to. All you need to do is to sign up. Nandiyan sa Comsec yung signing up link. Yun lang guys. Thank you. See you later, alligator!